Welcome back, everybody. Now, the Gift of the Givers teams preparing to assist the Komani flood victims. Close to thousands of people are displaced and are being housed at community halls. More rural areas are being evacuated as more rains are expected. The local Life Hospital has been completely flooded. Let's now get an update from Gift of the Givers Eastern Cape Co-Ordinator Corene Conradie. Corene, a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us and a warm welcome to The Full View. What's happening on the ground? Just give us some feedback.
Good evening to you and a very good evening to all our viewers. Currently, our Gift of the Givers team is busy loading trucks of aid at our East London warehouse. We were scheduled to leave today, but we were told that roads are inaccessible. We can't access the affected areas. Hence, we will be departing from East London as of early tomorrow morning. As of 5 o'clock, our phones have been buzzing with requests from local authorities and the communities that were in a distress with the floods. As you correctly mentioned, the Life Hospital has been flooded and the surrounding communities as well. All the patients have been moved to the local hospital, which is a hospital that's already crippling under the weight of load shedding. Just 2 weeks ago, they sent our teams a request as diesel are not being delivered to them on time, and they have life-changing surgeries that they need to perform, which they couldn't perform because of load shedding. So we want to thank the hospital and the district for acting fast this morning to get all the patients out in time.
And as I've mentioned, more people in rural areas are being evacuated. So have you engaged authorities on where those who are displaced will be taken?
Yes, we had a meeting with all the authorities, disaster management, the local municipalities, and close to 1,000 people have been evacuated that are currently staying in community halls. The urgent need, as these communities have fled with only the clothing on their bodies, there was nothing else that they could save. The urgent need is mattresses, blankets, clothing, hot meals, because they need to be fed. They can't cook at the moment, so hot meals is essential.
So has, the number of people affected confirmed in terms of allocating more people at community halls? Because I would imagine there would be space constraints, isn't it?
Yes, correct. Many of the people refuse to evacuate their homes. It's normally a case in these disaster areas. More places will be opened up, etc., your schools and more community halls. Our team will be on the ground tomorrow to do further assessments as well in terms of the number of people and where exactly they will be staying.
You know, Corene, I would imagine the Gift of the Givers is now stretched in terms of resources, as we do understand that the organization has already dispatched another team to Turkey, as the mop-up operations there are ongoing. So have you received any assistance from government or the corporate sector?
In terms of the disaster in Turkey or local disaster?
Local disaster, that is.
Gift of the Givers did not receive any assistance. Hence, with our meeting this afternoon, Social Development mentioned that they have 200 blankets that they will be distributing, and they've made it very clear that they do not have any budgets to allocate food parcels or food to these victims. And of course, being the largest disaster NGO on the African continent, we are already disaster prepared for any disaster, should it happen locally or abroad. So when the disaster hit, our teams immediately started to getting the aid ready to go and assist, because we are thinking of the person on the other side. Children have been affected, people are traumatized, and with more rains reported to still continue with a level 5 warning, people are anxious, not knowing what to happen. So we are ready to assist, as that is critical at this stage.
All right, Corene, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for that update. We do appreciate your time. That was a Gift of the Givers Eastern Cape Co-Ordinator Corene Conradie.